So Monday, July 20th, 2 nights ago, the dream that I had, I was in New York City and I saw, it was around evening time, and New York City was covered in massive, massive fires all over the place. This wasn't just fires set from like civil unrest. These were skyscrapers and buildings, roads all over the place, just completely blazing. And it looked like Pearl Harbor, like a bombing had just happened, like New York City had just been bombed. And these fires were so bad that the sky was red, full of fire and smoke. And in that, I saw people trying to get out to the airports, trying to get out and leave, trying to flee. And the airports were shut down. A lot of the planes were inoperable. Nobody was able to fly out. And then I saw people in boats trying to get out of New York City. And then when they were trying to leave on water, I saw a huge tidal wave that was coming up from the southeast part of the Atlantic Ocean, coming up from the southeast, and it was moving in a direction northwest, heading directly towards the Statue of Liberty and where the East River and the Hudson River intersect. And so people weren't even able to escape that way through boat. And then I had woken up. Interestingly, actually, 5 days ago, I had a fellow pastor, fellow friend of mine, who had a dream 5 days ago, and he saw the sky over New York City was completely red, a red sky over New York, and he had woken up. And I believe that was an affirmation of the dream that I would have on Monday night. So I saw, like I said, I saw these massive fires all over New York, and it was absolute chaos. And people, due to the events that happened, people were terrified. People were thinking it was the end times, that we were in the tribulation period. And I just want to let you guys know that this is not the end times. It's not the tribulation period. It would be just as if any other war or event would happen. We've seen World War I and World War II. We've seen all kinds of different wars, and this is just another event that's going to happen. I believe it will be an act of war. I recently published a podcast concerning the prophetic pattern and parallel of the four horsemen over the United States. The pattern occurring backwards in order. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's been 4, 3, 2. And the last horse, the last pattern has not happened yet, which would be through war, through conquest. So that being said, I don't want to encourage fear. Godly fear is good. We should definitely believe the Lord. He's faithful to his words. The Bible tells us that perfect love casts out all fear. So what can we do about this? What should be our response? I want to encourage you guys right now, if you're in New York City, if you have any way to get out, I would encourage you to leave, to get out. All of my family have left New York City. We all moved out. We've had a lot of friends move out as a result of our testimony and the visions that the Lord has given me. And there are also some people who have stayed, who are called to remain in New York, to serve in the aftermath. So if that's your case and you just absolutely cannot leave, what I would encourage you to do is to definitely stock up on food. You should definitely have at least 1 to 3 months worth of emergency food supplies, at the minimum, at least a month's worth of supplies. Blankets, I would encourage you to get a generator for when the power goes out. I wouldn't necessarily encourage you guys just to go straight to guns and ammo, although some of you might actually have to defend for your life and your family and your property. I recently shared a word from Pastor Dana Coverstone where he said he saw Russian and UN troops and Chinese troops here on American soil. And today I saw not only did the White House order the Chinese consulate to be shut down in Houston, I also saw another news headline that said that troops are being deployed, not only the Navy to the Pacific, but troops are being deployed to Asia dealing with the threat of China. So I don't know if this is going to be an attack from China or Russia. I don't know. But I do know that something is coming.